Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other.
I find Aaron and Brock Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce. Who is you?
I'm Nero.
And I'm Nyambi.
And welcome to episode 435. Be sure to leave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher, and follow us on all forms of social media at Black Love Matters. That's Black. Okay, what's going on?
Hey, y'all. It's been a minute. It's been a couple weeks, but we catching up. As you know, we got all types of things going on. But I guess I'll start update. Well, actually, Riri and her had her concert. I thought it was cute. Y'all are doing a lot of think and thunk pieces around it. I thought she did what she's supposed to do.
They just mad because she's pregnant.
You think they mad because she's pregnant? Yeah. Also, I would say a little thing about Riri being pregnant. Riri being pregnant is not the same as your cousin Riri being pregnant either.
What that mean?
Y'all know what it means. They're like, oh, and don't get me wrong, that ASAP, not my favorite nigga at the moment. But Rihanna's lived experience from us regular degular folks' lived experience is very different. And I think sometimes we forget that. So, however, Rihanna's choosing to curate her life, her family, her day-to-day, due to her billionaire status, she can do that. Mm-hmm. But us, due to our thousandaires, maybe some of us are touching a million.
Oh, I was going to say 100 heirs.
100 heirs, is that where we're at? 1,000 heirs, 100 heirs.
Yes.
Us 1,000 heirs, 100 heirs, we do got to be careful about getting, what's that, ASAP Rocky, what's his government name? Demetrius?
No, it's like Rakim.
Yeah, we got to watch getting with Rakim now.
Rakim.
Like, we can't just be having kids. Well, let me see. What's as good as governmental right?
Rakim.
We can't just be having 1,000 heirs. Can't just be having babies with Rakim. But Riri can have kids with ASAP Rakim. No, Rakim. And I just think sometimes we lose sight of that. And I'm happy for her for that. Like, I'm really happy for her to be able to do it. I'm glad she's getting her money. She looked good. I actually, pregnant or not, I appreciated the low, I appreciated the bare minimum dancing because that's what I give. So I felt seen. And I know I'm not the only sisterhood of those sisters who like to give bare minimum dancing. And it was a bop. It was cute because we had places to go. Our feet may or may not be hurting. Also got to give bare minimum because we might be in a place where we can't take off all our jackets, i.e. Rihanna. So you have to dance with your jacket and your purse. So I enjoyed it. Also, Rihanna got bops. Like, let's not put respect on her name. And y'all got to stop comparing everybody to Beyonce too. Like, Beyonce is Beyonce, but Rihanna's Rihanna. And everybody can't give everybody everything. I know a couple girls to be in shade talking about beautiful gowns. Just love the beautiful gowns. For folks who know that reference, shout out to Aretha Franklin. The gowns are beautiful. You know that interview I think she was talking about Taylor Swift. And it was like, Miss Franklin, what do you think about Taylor Swift and her performance? And she said she had a beautiful gown. For her performance.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's a beautiful gown. I enjoyed it. But you know who the star of the show was? That dancer, that dance crew. It was like Royal Family or something. Oh. Now that dance crew was fighting for their fucking life. What? Do you hear me? They did it.
Are you talking about the sperms?
Yes. Oh. The sperms and the people who were moving. Mm. Also that set design. The set design with that Tetris and then the layers and shit, Rihanna better than me. I only got Mabel. I'm not getting up that high. I said, oh, that's too high in the air. Same for Beyonce. Too high in the air. Bring me back down.
Truthfully, I think it was a nod to Kanye.
Oh, you love to keep shit going.
No.
How was it a nod to Kanye?
Because Kanye been doing those before he, I won't say cracked up.
Oh, Nero.
But before he had some, what's the names? If you type in Kanye floating stage, you'll get him.
He's not the first dude who did a floating stage.
But like,
I'm talking about the whole setup of how she was playing with levels and layers and dimensions.
Kanye did something similar though.
No, he had that triangle and shit. I remember that.
So like, I felt like it was a nod to him. It was very Kanye-esque.
You just want to talk about Adidas giving Kanye money. Did they end up giving that deal? Who gave money? Who?
I don't know. I just want to say it's very Kanye-esque.
Kanye is over in quiet meditation and prayer, and he ain't saying nothing. He like Beetlejuice. you can't say his name 3 times, he gonna appear. Y'all hear Mabel back there?
Mabel making her guest appearance.
Sorry, y'all. We meant to take off our chains of oppression. That's what my mom called it. When we keep our collar on, my mom calls it chains of oppression. So you're hearing in the background. But I enjoyed it. Like, folks, like my friends and people were texting me. I was like, I enjoyed the bare minimum dancing. I thought the set was gorgeous. All the songs were bopped. When she opened up with Bitch Better Have My Money, it's inflation. Like, loved it. Dancer sickening. Weather gorgeous. Clear, skin clear. Lips popping.
Of course, because I have Fenty on it.
Come on. Mid break, she said she wasn't gonna pay for no commercial. She just gonna do one here.
Just a Fenty, a Fenty break.
And I'm not even like, I wouldn't even consider myself a Rihanna stan. But I was satisfied. Left it that way. Like when it was over, I was like, oh, okay, it was good. I'm like vibing. I'm going to my kitchen to give me a little splash, go to the end of my night, have my phone down. I'm an auntie. I put my phone down for hours at a time. And then I get back on it. I said, oh, you niggas is really having reactions. And it was like things like, is she pregnant? Is she not pregnant? I said, I think the belly rub and the pause was a nod to it, but maybe I'm just a little slower.
That was a bump.
I thought it was a nod. I thought she was, like Beyonce Love on Top. I thought she was like, and we're here. Nyambi was naive through this whole performance. I was like, oh, this is nice. It was the Tiffany Haddish. This is nice. Ooh.
As soon as
maybe my expectations were low. I enjoyed it.
I seen it, and then I seen them people in them white outfits and them arms is moving. I say, is that sperm?
What's wrong with you?
What?
I didn't think that at all.
Did. And then she was red, and I was like, is she supposed to be the uterus?
What? See, you worse than them thunk pieces.
What?
You are worse than them thunk pieces. Anyway, I moved. I thought it was good. So I know folks was looking for me to have a big hoopla about it. I enjoyed it. It was nice. Next, I know I told y'all before I was going to get Sugar, right? Y'all, it wasn't bad, but it was something. Mm-hmm. I went and I felt like I began sweating sooner than I began sweating with a normal hard wax. Hard wax it hurts, right? And it hurts consistently through the whole process to me. Like there's no level of like, oh, that's hurt. Like it's kind of just a consistent like, like, you kind of get in the groove and you get used to it. Sugaring, there were some places I didn't feel it at all. Then there was some places where I felt like she ripped my spine out. And I think that was a thing for sugaring that threw me off. Where when I do like hard waxing, I fluctuate anywhere between like 4s, maybe worst part of the plane, to like 7.5. And it's like just a consist, like I glide maybe between 5 and 7. I just gliding back in between those like levels of pain, correct? But you're able to pace yourself, right? Because they're going at a quick pace, give you time to breathe. Sugaring was like a box of surprises.
What?
I didn't know if the next one was going to be painful or not. And so there was this level of clenching that I think made it worse. But there were times where I was like, I ain't gonna get too much of my business. When she's going to a partner, I was like, she about to just go ahead and rip the whole left lip off. Like that's just what she's going to do. And it was like kind of nothing. Uh-huh. Right? Then she go trying to get that top front. I was like, oh, that ain't going to be too bad. My God.
That landed strip.
It was so jarring that I did like a sit up. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And I usually don't do crunches when I'm getting like, when you get watch, I'm more of a flincher, right? I'm a flincher and I kind of prepare myself, right? Mm-hmm. But the sugar, it hit me in a spot where I was like, I just stood straight up. Like if I could have walked out, I think I would have like. And then the person I went to, because my normal wife is a black girl, and the person that I went to was like a white woman. And the black girl is more of like, she's quick and she's like placing her hand. She don't really say nothing. But the white woman, I don't know, she new age. And she was like, hot, 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 hot. I was like, bitch, words ain't gonna help. Like, it ain't hot, hot, hot. That's what she's like, hot, hot, hot. What? It was like almost a distraction. I think it's supposed to get your mind to be like, think of it as like heat instead of pain. No. So it wasn't bad though, but I enjoyed it. And like I said, I'll let y'all know how the process goes. As they says, sugar is supposed to be better for like hyperpigmentation, and so you don't get ingrowns, last a little longer. Y'all know all the shit they sell us. So I'm trying it.
You didn't put that saltwater taffy on your coochie.
You said salt water. Yeah, it's just sugar, lemon, and water.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just sugar with lemon and water. And listen, shout out to the girls in the Middle East, because the girls in the Middle East been doing it. So I also don't want to act like this sugaring thing is some new shit, some gentrified Williamsburg shit, because it's not. The Middle Eastern girls been sugaring, and they've been laughing at the American girls who tweeze, shave, or wax because they don't do it. And the thing is about sugaring, what the lady did say, right, because she went back and got some spots. She was like, a lot of people say sugaring is less painful because the sugar doesn't attach to the skin where the wax does. So even if you just have a little bit of hair, that wax still gonna hurt because it's taking all that shit off. It's exfoliating it, right? Where the sugar's only gonna attach to the hair. So if you go back, have finer hair, less hair, it is naturally just gonna hurt less compared to, I was like, never mind, too much of my business, but I was just there.
Like Chewbacca.
Shut the fuck up. And if I showed up to that bitch in a 1970 Bush, ain't shit wrong with no 1970 Bush. Ain't shit wrong with a bear kitten. Ain't shit wrong if you want a triangle. Ain't shit wrong if you wanted a fucking Mickey Mouse indent on it. I'm gonna say that right now. You ain't about to be on here hair shaming motherfuckers. You can go in there you can braid that motherfucker like these niggas do they braids, okay? Only thing I am to say is keep it balanced.
Went in there looking like Chewbacca, and they put that saltwater
taffy and it was like, pow! And I was like, wow! I've just never stood up straight before. Like, not stood up, but like I literally just sit up. I was like, and like that's when I broke into a sweat.
Baby, I can sugar you.
But
here.
Cannot. That has to be.
We got a bag of Domino upstairs. We got a bag of Domino.
Listen,
we got
any type of
a
hair
water bubbler, and we got some lemon.
Any type of hair removal services, I'm paying the premium. It's certain things that I don't want to do at home. It's just I'm paying the premium and seeing what it is. But I enjoyed it because I know some folks were like DMing and emailing.
Caramel for you
that ain't caramel, and was asking about it on the side. I think was it painful? Yes. Would I do it again? I would. But as of now, I would say sugaring is more painful for me than wax. I think I'm going to do sugaring one more time just to compare to see what would it be if you go a little more consistent and a little bit less hair. Yeah. But it hurt more to me. And I don't know if I'm just used to my girl or what, but like it just... Because, it's also a little stage fright when you with somebody new. Because also when I went up in there, my black girl who I go get waxed, like, she give me a little more couth. Like, she like, hey, Naomi, she do a little small talk. And she like, all right, well, I'm going to give you time to get undressed, get on the bed, get comfortable, put the blanket, right? She give me the illusion of couth. Mm-hmm. Where white mama was like, hey, girl, take off your pants. And I was like, oh.
Just take it off.
Now?
Yes.
Okay. And I had to take off my pants and my drawers and climb up on the table. I'm awkward. So I'm trying to get on the table like a lady. And she like, bust it open.
Let me see that Chewbacca.
And also the white lady I went to now, I think that made me nervous too. Because again, the black girl, we know each other. She kind of got her light. She got a vibe. She got Anita Baker on in the background. It's just a different vibe, right? Instance. Well, the white woman, it was a beautiful shop she was too, right? And very kind, all that stuff too. But she had on like not Maroon 5, John Mayer on, who was making me nervous, who was singing Gravity. And I'm like, that don't matter, but I'm setting the mood. It doesn't matter. I like my John Mayer. So I had John Mayer on in the background, and then she like turned off the lights.
Oh.
And then she put on, what's some things there on your head with the spotlight? And put on a headlamp. And I was like
she going hiking.
That's what I was like, whoa. And I'm thinking my girl, and I should give names. I'm sure they want the service, was like, she don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the lights be the lights. She might have on like a little pink or like a warm, all her lights are on, but it's like a warm light. But the white lady I went to, she hit them lights like Teddy Pendergrass. And then turned them lights on her head. Is she, on Martin, you got to work on Elmira feet.
Yeah.
She had to work on me. You can touch and then also what I appreciate they did a pre-treatment, which was great.
Oh, what that look like?
I'm sure some type of physical exfoliation, and you know what I'm saying, just to get the hair softer. And then at the end, they did a red ultralight to increase healing, which I've never got that before. So imagine like a lamp with a red light pointed at your cooch and everywhere that was waxed. I don't know if it worked. I mean, we'll see.
Oh, I can definitely make this. 2 cups of sugar, half a cup of lemon.
Yeah.
Cup of
lemon
water,
juice.
and a saucepan. Baby, I can sugar you right now. We got some Domino's. Got some Domino sugar.
See, it's not even about making the sugar because you're right. A lot of people do it yourself. I don't have the type of self-resilience and discipline to snatch it off my skin.
Oh, I snatch it off for you.
Oh, no, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
No.
Hot.
That's basically what she said. And then she ripped it. I was like, huh? She said, ha. And she ripped it. I was like, what? And I was like,
I can make.
I was like, is it a fire? I said, it can't be no fire. As soon as, and if so, it's going to just be the fire.
Oh, yeah, I can make this.
People do it all the time.
Oh, you gonna let me sugar you?
That's also why, the Middle Eastern girl was like, these white women is gentrifying it because you see how cheap it is to make. Yeah. And, they charging a bill plus for it. And they like, for what, sis?
For sugar? For a bag of Domino's?
I say, again, this is one of the areas where I too usually be with them, but this is one of the areas where I don't have any professional or expertise in, nor am I interested in learning.
Oh, I watch YouTube videos.
Nope, it's some stuff I'm not interested in learning. Next is I also had another. I got my nails done, y'all. Finally, for y'all, I don't know if I've shared. I really used to like getting my nails done a lot. Like it was my thing, and it's been a while since I've been. And y'all know I usually like to find a black everything for my army, and I actually got with someone who is kind of, I don't know what you would call them, like. They're really good at their job. Like they're one of the top black nail techs in Brooklyn, I would say. So I finally got an appointment for them. They one of the ones who like don't take appointments. They don't do none of that shit. And they like had this moment where they were just taking folks potential. Like it was like not even taking new clients, like taking people to do the dance for the potential to become a client. Cool. Nyambi got high confidence. Who the fuck want Nyambi as a client? So Yeah, it was great. So let's start. Beautiful nails, beautiful gowns. My nail, it was nice. Where do I go?
Tell the story.
It was good. It was a good experience. I think I just was having a bad week, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all know I also don't believe on coming here and talking crazy about black people, especially black women. And it wasn't a crazy experience. Why? Maybe I'm doing too much credentializing. That wasn't. Another experience I have was, but this wasn't. So let me stay focused. I was having just a rough week and not even nothing was happening. Rough, y'all, when I mean, not even low self, I will say angry self. But depression does show up differently in black people. So, rage and anger could be a symptom of depression. So maybe I need to talk to my therapist about that.
Could be.
I just had a week where everyone was just making my ass itch. And I was just like, maybe that's why I need to sugar it. Fine. Nope, sugared it. They still gliding onto it. So it was just a rough week at work. And I'll talk about work later, but like work was bad and all the things were happening. And I just wasn't, excited is not the word, right? Because I'm not a child. I don't have to be excited, but it was just like, fuck this. Like every Monday was like a Groundhog Day of fuck this all around, right? Work. Mabel was on her bullshit. Like, it was just one of those weeks. So I was excited when I was able to get this nail appointment. Sis does immaculate work. And not only does she do immaculate work, like, she about her business. I'll say it, won't say it. Then don't y'all be sending no motherfucking emails. I'm just coming on a high. We got some Instagram stylists, and we also got some Instagram nail techs. Meaning, y'all don't got really no formal training. But y'all do good shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for the Instagram hair girls, like, whatever their specialty is, they can do that. But they can't wash your hair. They can't trim it. They can't take care. They can't. Because they don't have the training, right? Either formal, I'll even take informal, meaning you was at the salon and learned from the girls with the license. You know what I'm saying? But they not. And so, y'all see me. You see me trying.
I don't know why you just want to lay it low and spread it
And
wide.
so I'm excited to see Sis because she's not that, right? And also, like, her technique is it's like a mesh between, like, Russian manicure and, like, the Japanese, like, gel manicure type thing. So meaning all the manicures are done dry. It's a high attention to cuticle care, right? It's actually more of just care to hand care. Basically, like, your nails can't look good if your hand's rusty. Basically, that is how I process Russian manicures in, like, the Japanese nail care regimen. right? And so I was like, damn, I really like it because I discovered it a little bit more one-on-one in the Bay for folks doing it. But like oftentimes you come in, I'm not even gonna blame this on black girls. You come out to major cities and they ain't doing it like that, right? Like you really got to seek it out. So I'm excited because it's doing this. Now don't get me wrong, her prices are a lot.
I'm still trying to figure out what's the difference between the Russian manicure and...
It's a lot. But Nyambi's a grown woman. I don't got no children. I don't got no debt. And it's a black business. So I'm willing to even play the extra, you know what I'm saying? So I'm making it make sense in my head. Go get the appointment. Go get the confirmation. I should have known that my spirit won't work. My initial appointment was booked for like 9:45. And we had to change it. No problem. But you know how it just begins? Mm-hmm. But cool. If something going on with the building, let me know. The correspondence was all done via text. Cool. Still processing and doing. Okay. I show up. I get there. This is still not a her thing. Like, still no shade to her. She did a great job. This is a New York thing. Like, no one just has a storefront.
No.
Everyone's in a garage, in a warehouse, in a closet, and like think they doing shit.
Well, they are in comparison to everything else.
Oh, I know. That's what I said. This is no shade to her. Like the space was beautiful. She went, but it's just like, again, this is me having a bad attitude. Like this is still, I'm not putting shade to her. This is literally Nyambi going through Nyambi's emotions. Like fuck. I got to go in this warehouse, and then it's like room 15 in the warehouse, and I like it. It's a vibe, right? Like it's for people who are artists, and she had to apply to get in, but it's like a dirty ass warehouse. You got to like navigate through, and then you go in her space, and it's beautiful. And then in her thing, she's like, you got to wash your hands, and she's like, yeah, when you walked in, it was a soap that said this, and the bathroom around the corner. Since I ain't see that, I got 4 eyes on. What? And also, I'm from the Midwest. I go in business where the bathroom is like clearly identified. That look like a storage room. And they got white men over here. I don't think they're going to come snatch me. They snatching black bitches. But again, not her fault, me. You know? So I go back. What? You said they ain't snatching. Shut your mouth. They snatching. They snatching people. I was with another friend. The car slowed down. I said, come on, girl. They snatching people. She said, you going to snatch both of us? I said, girl, no, they going to snatch you because they ain't getting me.
I think you made the age limit.
What you say? My parents done got me scared on stranger danger. I don't know. I almost said my parents. I don't know what they did, but they was like, they'll snatch your dad. I said, they'll snatch me. So that was like my first, almost abrupt, right? Like, because the way she told me is like, I should have known. And I was like, I've never been here. And I also, the Detroit in me, I don't walk in just random rooms in places I've never been without my peacemaker. And you know, I don't have one. New York laws. Okay. I don't have one. Don't you? I'll be trying to. So cool. I go in there and wash my hand in this public ass restroom. Then I come back. Then she stops again. She's like, oh, okay, I got footies on. And I'm like taking off my shoes. Like, no footies. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I wanted to be like, my nervous system is so active right now that I'm truly not processing anything you're saying. So we did it. We sit down. I'm trying to be, as y'all can tell, I can be high energy sometimes. And so I'm like, hi, da 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 da. And she's like, hi, I'm da da da. And I'm just like, oh my God, not one of these. Y'all know how I feel about the whisper singers. I'm even more enraged by whisper talkers. And I'm not saying you got to yell like Nyambi, but speak up. She's like, and then we got masks on too. So I'm like, you know, my 88, everyone on the spectrum. Like, it's hard for me. Like, sometimes I need the subtitles. So, again, nothing she has done. All who?
All you.
I'm just like on edge. And so we're doing it and we're doing the nails. And I enjoyed the piece because she literally walked through every piece. And you know what fucked me up a little bit?
What?
And I'm trying, again, this is Nyambi, not her. You know, she run her business how she want. She was like, why are you here with me today?
Yeah, why?
I think I was triggered from work.
You want to say
to get my fucking nails done.
Bitch, I chose you.
I chose you. Stop quizzing me. I don't have a deep Ian Levinson answer for everything. I just want to get my nails done. But I went into the depths of my soul because I could tell that she didn't ask that question because I said I like the color red. So I was like, I'm looking for a routine, consistency, community. I believe in having Black women. Like, it take an army to make me still, show up every day and do what I need to do. And you're excellent at your work. And, I've had friends who rave about like your products outside of your work and you're a Black woman. And like, it just aligned. It made sense. You had this opening. I jumped in and I'm just ready to get to work. And overall, like, I even went to like, diagnosed. I was like, my cuticles just getting drier. I'm just getting older and I just want to know how to like groom myself. Like, I want to shift from taking care of my nails being nice to have to taking care of my nails is a sense of pride and grooming. That is a non-negotiable. Like, I'm trying to be on that grown woman shit, right? I think that was a decent answer. It's a mixture of the truth and also a little bit of kind of what the fuck you want to hear, right? Because I'm assuming you don't want transactional shit, right? Which I can respect that. And I agree with you. I'm just so low on energy to give right now that I can. And she was rocking with me too. She's like, okay, cool. And then she started doing my nails and, she was talking about the cuticles and the oils and what products to use. And I'm just like, Dr. Bonner's, like lotion. I don't know, bitch. I just get out the bed. Like, I'm fighting for my fucking life. I still have metal in my body. Like, so I went through that. And she's like, oh, it's good. You still exfoliate. She's going the whole thing, blah, blah, blah. And we're going good. What went left to me? And again, still not sis. She did excellent work. Like, excellent work, like top tier, which I'm trying to process. And y'all need to help me with this. You can call me out and be like, Nyambi, you an old cranky auntie. Get on some new shit. I think she was trying to be sly. And I just didn't have the energy to like give a history lesson on. She was like, I don't like to be identified as a Black business because I have like Asian friends, Latino friends, and whenever they look at that business, they don't identify it as that. So soon she said that, I was like, who's uncomfortable? Who's ready to fucking go? Who's ready, y'all?
Now I'm going to be like, you Black?
What the fuck do y'all mean?
You're a Black business.
And like, I kind of understand. She was like, I just don't want people to come to me because I'm a Black business. Like, I want them to come because I'm excellent. Like, I get that, right? Kind of. Like, we live in a capitalistic society. Who gives a fuck why they coming to you? Are they spending their fucking money? Like, but anyway, that's me too deep in corporate. But like that, and I just like, oh, okay. But I do like Black businesses. Like, I ain't back off of my shit either. It's like we both ain't back off on our shit.
Nah, y'all both going back and forth.
Basically, I keep saying my love of Black businesses, and she keep talking about how she don't want to be.
Black business. She ain't letting you come back.
She actually did. And I'm probably gonna cancel. So stay tuned. It'll be opening. And like that, I think that of the whole appointment, like the quiet talking and the process protocol, like, cool. I believe people can run their business how they want to, right? Like, y'all know I'm teasing. I was just in a pissy mood. Like, I can get through all that. But low key, the only thing that really set with me after was when she said that. Even after I said, I'm here to support Black women and Black women businesses. Like, it almost felt like a slap in the face to me that I was just like, we could stop right here then, sis. Like, and again, I get her what she was saying, but like, and I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't because I don't think it was a space. Right, but it's like, I support Black businesses because I want the Black dollar to stay in our Black community as long as possible. Like, she was saying things like, yeah, you can get this type of manicure in this area and that area, right? But I want it to be special because it's coming to me. And I was like, but your Blackness is something that is special. Like, I don't know why. And I know that was going to be too deep, right? Because I can already tell, because some of the stuff I will comment on, because I did talk about systems of racism. Like, I think systems is what's at play, not necessarily people, right? Like, right. By me calling it a Black business, I'm not taking a dig at the Asian folks or the Russian girls, right? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm taking pride in my own community, realizing the systematic oppression that has taken place year over year, realizing how quickly the Black dollar goes in and out of the community. So when I got my fucking green money from hustling at tech, dealing with they bullshit, I just want to be very conscientious of where I put my fucking dollar. Right? Like, that's what I'm saying, because your Asian friends and your white friends and stuff, I don't see them fucking lined up to come here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might get a handful of them, but they ain't selling you out. You ain't gonna tell me they ain't gonna sell you out. Mm-hmm. I know that for a fact. So it's just like, is that nouveau Black shit, or I'm just old auntie? What the fuck fuck do y'all mean y'all don't want to be identified? And also, what I really went to school and like a lot of your Japanese, who are the fuck you say your friends is the Rainbow Coalition, a lot of them is on the back end identifying as BIPOC and women businesses to get the fucking tax break. So even you might not want to be identified as a black woman, as a business. I hope you're not doing that you're a fucking accountant so you can save a fucking couple coins, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Why are you laughing?
Because it's funny.
Why is it funny? It bothered me. It really bothered me.
Yeah.
I can see maybe if you said that to a white person, I'm just a business. But as to another black woman, you don't want to be identified as a black business?
Well, who are you then?
What the fuck is this? The Asians don't call them, I call them Asian businesses. The white people don't. I absolutely call Target a white business. Which
a scheme.
What? Who the fuck are you kicking it with? What? Shout out to the LGBTQ because that's crew I look for. If it ain't black woman, I look for LGBTQ business again because of the systematic oppression that's been put on these communities and the way in which dollars circulate through these communities. And as my thousandaire status, I'm going to be particular where I put my 100 at 20. It ain't a lot, but it's a micro activism.
It is.
So right there, I was just like, is you a white woman? Like, what funky dynamic? You would have grown up and be a rich white woman? Like, what is happening here? But I knew it would have went left. And also, I talk with my hands. So I knew I couldn't get my nails done because she kept telling me, like, she asked me a question and I'll be responding with my hands. And she'd be like, sit, don't do this.
Yeah, just sit in this place.
So that's what it is. Children, help Auntie Nyambi. Am I out of pocket? Do y'all not want to be identified as black businesses? What is it, Nero?
Maybe the Gen Zs don't want to be identified as a black business.
But I think that's the piece that everything else is fine. Like her whispering, garage. That's just jokes, right? Like it's funny. This is your vibe. I think I would pay her price, right? Like I do think her work is worth that price, but I only pay that price for black women businesses.
A scheme that Todd set up.
I don't pay white women that much. Okay? Because you're right. I can go to Sheepshed Bay or name some of these other cities and get it done, okay? For a fraction. Why are you? Because what? It rubbed me the wrong way. Oh, it rubbed me.
It surely did.
Yes. You got any thoughts?
Nope. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole.
Really? Y'all can cuss me out. Like, I didn't cuss her out or anything. Like, y'all would have been surprised. Y'all would have even thought it was me. But literally, I wonder if she knew the energy change. As soon as she said that, I just went to uh-huhs. And I went to active listening where I just repeated what she said. I didn't engage. Like, whatever she said, I would just repeat it back. I would just summarize it, repeat it back, and say, uh-huh.
You know, and I just think it's just a generation. Like, you know how we were like the iPod generation, right? I think this generation is going to be the generation who like name themselves and claim themselves. So you can think about like how people are identifying with their pronouns and things of that sort. Mm-hmm. And I also think that it's going to be one of those things. It's like, I don't want to be called a black business, blah, blah, blah. So I think it's just a lot of people
I can receive
taking control of like
that's true
what they are and who and how they identify themselves.
Yes.
And it's going from there. So we shall see.
Yeah, you better be careful because my generation sure like to give our money particular paces.
You know, Rachel Dolezal might have been
ahead of the fucking game. And y'all
banished that woman. Now she on.
Now she ahead of the curve. But that's the part that rubbed me the wrong way. Mm-hmm. But again, great work, beautiful gowns. But you know, it's more than gowns, honey. Like. Y'all know Nyambi be on principle sometimes. Very few times I'm on principle. Next, I was so happy to have President's Day off. I usually don't even acknowledge none of them white men birthday. But this year, thank you, Jesus.
Obama's Day.
I'm so happy for Obama's Day that kept coming. Oh, it was the gift that kept giving. I said, another federal holiday?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'll take it.
Yes, shout out. It was so good. I got a facial, y'all. It was nice. It was a black-owned spa in Brooklyn. Shout out to Synergy. Spa was good. I need to still get an art piece framed. It was delivered. I had to go to the doctor's office. I need to look. If I still haven't, I need to find a new primary care. So it was just nice to do some of those things. I also had another black business, but I ain't gonna go there. I don't think.
Oh.
No, I'm not.
Was it the biscuits?
No, it ain't the biscuits. The biscuits landed well. I think you don't snitch, but yeah, the biscuits was great. The eyebrows.
Oh.
Say that on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. We'll talk about the eyebrow later. Work, the kids down bad.
They are.
The kids is down bad, y'all. We got a group of folks gonna get laid off, and the kids just down bad.
Okay, what else?
About the kids down bad,
Yeah.
just keep them in their prayers. I know it's hard for them. I know it's the first time, but I just want them to know that this is not the end, and some of them think it's the end. So what I would say, if you're around anyone who's been impacted, especially the younger generation, kind of OGs, you can see them navigating through, honey. They waiting to put their
Unemployment in.
for at least a month before they start doing anything. They already got their vacations planned, right? Or already got their savings, right? Where they like, shit, I needed a sabbatical anyway. I ain't just worried about the OGs, right? Of course, keep them connected, follow them on LinkedIn, all that stuff, make sure they're good. But the babies, the children are down bad. Are down bad to the point where I've had people come in my office hours and be like, do you think there's any chance they gonna rehire us? I said, like, this year? No. Like, I've just looked... I've literally just gotten a one-word answer. Like, I used to, like, credential and give them a little, fuck you sandwich. I'm just little... No. I said, in this department? No.
You said
No. It's done. No.
it's over.
It's over.
Finito.
I said, if you want to still work at this company, you have to find a different department. Okay?
And that's
Maybe even the product area. But that's why I said they down bad. Where I was like, oh, this not just like a class is full. And once we have one open spot, you're not on a wait list. You've been laid off.
right. You just can't talk to the professor.
Yeah, you can't. I don't have extra credit for you. And I don't know how to say that for them. Oh, what was you going to say, Nero?
That's all I have.
What? Oh,
You can't contact the professor.
you can't talk to the dean. And so it's a couple meetings where I really had to be like, no, and pause. Also, I had meetings with people who were not laid off and impacted. Like, oh, can I switch my job? No. You can apply for another job, but this is what you're going to be like. Look outside, y'all. It's a hurricane. It is a storm outside. It's like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz when she just went for a bike ride. What the fuck are you talking about? No. You cannot do a special project now.
Why?
No.
Miami.
Look at the tornado coming.
We want to do a special project.
Like, it's just been a lot of that. I'm like, are the kids okay?
No, they're not. They're not okay.
Who is it? Kimberly Foster for Harry. Are y'all okay?
They're not okay.
Shout out to her. So I think that also layers on some work being a little bit stressful because the kids are not okay. All the elders are trying to use their power grabs. All the older millennials in Generation X is trying to take this time to build their empires. And you can just see it. Meanwhile, on the ranch, I was like, I just want a job. Preferably, is there a way I can do it to get doing less work? But I don't know if that's going to work out. What? I've been practicing not raising my hand. You'd have been proud of me, y'all, though. Because, of course, my org, maybe you don't know, you can get the vibe. We're a little over the top. So the people who are laid off and they have, a couple more months with us, a couple of my peers on the leadership bench is like, oh, let's host these office hours and review resumes. If you're able to do it, please sign up. Guess who did not? I'm not reading shit.
You ain't signing up?
I'm not reviewing resumes. I'm not do practice. No.
You don't want to do a
No,
practice interview?
no. I don't want to look at your, no.
Dang.
No. And I was dead pinning at the screen when it was like, we're just looking for anyone who can sign up. It was like this.
Anybody. Naomi then took her.
I almost turned my screen.
Naomi hasn't turned her screen off.
If anyone, they try to call out my background. Anybody who have higher ed or career, look.
Career development. Higher ed.
Look.
BIPOC.
Black women. Little black dogs. y'all been prostituting my ground. I said, I ain't about to play with them on this. And then, because any feedback you get, you can't just give them the feedback. Like, they want to do therapy feedback. Where I'm like, make sure everything you put on here, when you quantify it. What do you mean by Oh, my God. What do I mean by numbers? Is that what you just asked me?
Yes.
Like, that's the type of shit. And then also, they about to show, also what they about to do is start pulling all of these college projects I'm not interested in seeing.
That's all they got.
I know. That's why I did not I think I got looped in because I remember I'm like emceeing something. And I'm not even doing it. I'm going to show up and read the bio for the panels. And I'm going to sit down.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well.
Y'all listen. Black women deserve peace.
Y'all do.
And I know I know my industry ain't the only industry going through it. And a lot of times they be looking right at us to come save them. I ain't saving shit. I can't review a resume. I can't do no practice interview. Only thing I can do is read the bio of this panel member that's about to tell you about their white experience being laid off. Then I'm like, any questions? And I'm just like, oh, great question. Well, let's thank again so-and-so for coming. I already got my script. But why are you laughing at me, Daryl?
Great question. Have a good one.
Have a good one, everyone. I'm going to give everyone 10 minutes time back. Okay.
Not everybody 10 minutes time back. Never mind.
What if what?
Never mind.
What are you going to say? Because it's going to end early. They ain't going to have no good questions. They're going to ask the same questions. They going to probably ask if they still got their job. Like, that's how distracted they are.
So do you think there's any
chance? They'll just ask the panel, did you go back to your old job? Did they they're going to ask something stupid like that.
Did they ever rehire? No. Trust me. Once you leave one job, you never want to go back.
It's very few. Very few you want to. Shout out to Nia. It's very few places you want to boomerang back to. Anywho, I also watched Harlem. It's been really good. Y'all know Harlem's one of my shows I'm rocking to the end. So I'm suspended disbelief. I don't care if it's amazing, bad. I don't care if they go up to Mars and come on back. I'm watching it. So I've been liking it. But listen, only thing I'm going to say is when them fools started running about 2 episodes ago, when you run, I run. Why was that so relatable? I actually did something very similar to that. Nadifa texted me, and then I literally was you in the other room, Nero, where I called you in there? Or was we watching it together?
What?
When that scene when that girl started running, everybody started running?
We was together.
For those who don't know, Harlem's a show that's on Amazon Prime. It follows 4 black women, like in their mid to late 30s, I would say. And then one of the characters, like, I don't know if they like ran. They got some good news that they wanted to share with their friend, and they just like ran out the door down the street, started running. And remember, they in Harlem, right? And so other people start seeing her run, and they just start running behind her. I was dying. Near me, you want to tell the story when you made me run?
Hilarious.
What?
So Naomi and I are out taking trash. I think we was moving. So we
was in white ass New England too.
Yeah, we was in white ass New England. So like we're just taking trash out to the dumpster because it's down the street. It's down the street and around the corner. Like we don't necessarily have like one of those individual dumpsters. Like I have a dumpster for like the whole
complex
thing. So like we're taking stuff. So I already went to the trash. I'm walking back. Naomi had started walking towards me. So I just started like slow jogging. And then, as I started to get close to her, she's like, "What's going on? What's up?" And I didn't say anything. So I kept running and I ran past her fast. Yeah. And then
I ran past him.
Started running. What you running for? I laughed so hard I almost threw up.
Did you know I didn't know you can run that good? Exactly. He said your form pretty good. Listen, with my life at during there, because at first I was like, what is he doing? Because I thought he was running to catch up with me. He in love, like a slow motion movie. Then I said, this nigga about to pass me. Then he passed. I said, oh shit. And then that's when I had to push it in high gear. Like, what's that cartoon?
Speedy Gonzalez.
Yes. I had to get the fuck up out of there. And then I was like, I guess he'll tell me where we running from later. I was looking for dogs and everything. I said, maybe it's a dog. Because not only while I'm running, I'm looking for roofs to jump on. Car roofs. Why is that a universal black truth?
It is.
A universal black truth. If you see a black person running,
You run too.
and they running too. And I ain't talking about like Nike gear going for their war. It's a different type of run. You know what the fuck it looks like when in they day-to-day clothes and shit. And they ain't making nothing eye contact but nothing but the Lord. You better run with them. Ask questions later.
Exactly.
That's also the problem with colonizing. They be asking too many questions up front. Let's get to the destination. And then we can unpack all of this.
What's going on?
Yeah. Dead.
Hey, buddy.
Shout out to From.
Hey, buddy.
You gonna let me in? Y'all, we have to watch From. I think Nira, I'm gonna talk about it. Then also in Harlem, who having this baby, y'all? I'm really enjoying this journey they're going on when they're talking about reproductive health. A little triggering, but again, I think this is all Nyambi shit. Hindsight, I think for the day-to-day person they wouldn't be, but I'm truthfully enjoying this journey that they're going on. It's just black women and reproductive health and all that good stuff. I think the cliffhanger in this last one, because I think it's 2 more episodes before the series finale, or next week is the series finale, is like allegedly somebody pregnant, honey. Mm-hmm. And listen, the way all of them getting it in, including Ty, you know, that ex-husband, it could be any one of them having that baby. Mm. Or Ty, you know, it depends how much time passed. It wouldn't surprise me if Ty did like some type of IVF either. Mm-hmm. So listen, everybody literally up for grabs. And then who was a Megan Good character? Megan sure know how to play that girl. This role was made for her. I enjoy all of them. It's good. What's going on with you, Neil?
Well, my life is not as exciting as Nyambi.
That was exciting?
Yes, and entertaining.
How was that exciting?
You talked for so long, we can actually end the podcast now. You talk for 46 minutes.
Yeah.
Love is ever evolving.
Your boy. To all the people who are in long-term monogamous relationships, I see you.
What do you see?
Actually, I should tell the poly folks, I see y'all. That's what I should say. I see y'all. I see y'all.
You want somebody to break this up?
That ain't gonna break it. The poly ain't breaking it, honey, and make it stronger.
Okay, then.
Listen,
you need somebody else.
I'm just giving a shout out to the poly crew because I see them.
Oh, okay.
Affirm and understand.
In what way?
Come on, Nero.
Love is ever evolving. I ain't got none really. So like, just came back from conference, and really, truthfully, it was an amazing conference. So y'all know I got this book coming out. Mm-hmm. It'll be out on. Y'all thought I was gonna tell today.
I was about to say, all right. Well, there it goes.
There it goes. Mm-hmm. But no, we got this book coming out. One of the things that I'm working on is like this book tour and all the things that goes around with it. So I was at this conference and I had a few allies there, co-conspirators, and I left the conference with the whole attendees list, which was
amazing.
Dope. So like 600 people, people who's very interested in my book. So now we are going through and reaching out to these folks, trying to sell these books. I got one potential person that's like, yeah, we're going to buy like 4,000 books and it might be like 20,000. Give us a week. I'm like, holy fuck.
It's amazing.
Yes. Yeah. Amazing. So yeah.
Oh, you okay?
I got excited.
I said, wait, you got gas? What's going on?
So yeah, you know, that's super amazing. My life is really just boring these days.
I mean, boring can be good. We prayed for boring. I remember praying for boring.
I think one of the things is that's interesting is that the ebbs and flows when it comes to like hustling. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about like hustle culture, but like constantly putting yourself out there, fielding all of the no's you get, waiting on, you know, the small number of yeses, and still staying positive.
Yes. It's going to be lots of no's.
That is the thing, right? And luckily, like, even if I don't sell any more books, like, if this person really go through and buy 20,000, like, it damn near take care of everything I was looking for from the jump. But I think that's just the thing, right? It's just going through rejection and just balancing that. And I think those are the things that can really wear on you. And I think those are the things that's starting to wear on me a little bit.
Rejection's hard.
the thing is, like, it's a part of the game.
Yeah.
Right? Rejection is a
Not
part
personal.
of the game.
Yeah.
It's not personal. But I think sometimes the response you get from motherfuckers is like,
Oh yeah, people are assholes.
what the fuck?
Yeah. But also, hear my whole story. Like, I was an asshole last week because I was in a pissy mood. I'm sure they were too.
So, we're just dealing with that. So, like, you got a rejection from one podcast, and it's like, yeah, everything you got, this is all found in Danny, but we're looking for somebody with a bigger name.
Ooh.
It's like, oh.
Blessed.
Oh.
They told Beyonce and Oprah that. So let people eat their words, honey.
I told my assistant, start that name. Start that name.
Yeah.
Or like some of them was like, we'll do it, but we're going to charge you. It's
People
like,
charge for podcasts?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. We doing it all wrong.
I didn't think people charge for podcasts.
One podcast, they told me they charged $3,500 to be on their show.
Really?
Yes.
Do they tell that to their viewers? Is that ethical?
I don't know.
I guess they making up the rules. That's why they got them in. That's why the Congress got all the tech companies lined up. Really?
$3,500.
Ethical's not the word, but I wonder if you're paying for interviewers like that, is it similar to sponsorships, right? Where, of course, you can do as many sponsorships as you want, but you need to tell your audience that, like, this is sponsored content. Mm-hmm. Huh. I didn't know podcasts charge.
$3,500.
Wow.
And like they're a top tier podcast. I was like, damn,
Really?
for real? So, just going
That make you look different than
they
they guest list.
It does. It does. It makes
Because I can respect the podcast saying no, because like, no, it's not our demographic, it's not the vibe we want, or just no, right? But that, for 35, ooh,
35.
that feels different. That feels different than no, it ain't, it's not our vibe energy, and that's not our mission. I can receive that. But the pay for play type shit.
yes, for $3,500.
And straight to them too, not donate to charity. They ain't even,
Go straight to them.
because I could probably even receive charity type shit.
Nope. Straight to them.
Because then you can kind of get your community involved. Like,
No. $3,500.
damn,
Yes.
I didn't know they charge for podcasts. I didn't know that. Shows? Now I knew it could be some.
Look, now for anybody who want to come on Black Love Matters, it's gonna be $500.
You hear me? I'm about to send you all my favorite things. I'm gonna just send you my Amazon wish list. You got to buy 3 things off my Amazon wish list. Oh my god!
But yeah, these motherfuckers are charging $3,500 to have guests on their shows. Like, yeah, this is amazing, cool. These are our numbers. They're highly valuable to the people that you're trying to talk to. It's gonna be $3,500 to get to get.
I mean, it would be an investment, but it's just surprising me that podcasts charge. In the type of podcast I'm thinking about, like maybe in some areas it would make sense, but the majority, I would say at least 80% of the podcast area, that would not make sense to me.
These niggas is charging.
I feel like I need to write all the podcasts I listen. Like, do you charge your guests? If so, I will not be listening to any episode you got to guess.
It does make you look different from like that. But yeah, I think with the FTC rules, I think that's going to be very interesting. Ooh, I might even have a lawsuit.
I don't know if you got that, but eventually you may.
These FTC rules, have you seen some of these rules?
No, but I know they're getting very
The
particular.
FTC is getting niggas' asses.
All this shit is going to be under government supervision. Honestly, it might be happening soon because all these tech layoffs, they're going to go work for the government and help create. Ooh, now listen. If anybody need to be looking for tech workers, the government needs to be hiring immediately all these jaded tech workers to tell them how these inner workers of these tech companies come.
Yes.
And tear them to the ground. Well, I bet the legal teams are working overtime, honey. Ooh,
Yeah, trying to get everybody to sign an NDA.
Listen. You get the FBI. You can get over that NDA. You get the right crew involved. You get the right 3 letters involved. You can get around that. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. But $3,500.
$3,500. Huh. I'll show it to you when.
What's it called when the radio pay people pay? What's it called?
Payola.
Yeah, you can do pay. It's basically payola.
It's payola. Podola.
I think that's what it is. That's what it's reminding me. Yeah, so it's payola for podcasts.
Yes.
Isn't that illegal?
No, because there's no.
Payola's not illegal.
Payola is illegal.
Yes.
Podola isn't because there's no association. There's no governing body of podcast.
Interesting.
So, like, radio has a governing body.
Podcasts don't.
Podcasts don't have a governing body.
Interesting.
So they can do what the fuck they want to.
I mean, they can. If that feels a little shite. They don't even donate 50% to charity.
Nothing. No. 100%.
Do something to make me at least be like, oh, okay, 50% going to charity.
To their pockets.
The other 50% going for upkeep of the podcast and, payroll.
These motherfuckers are like, we get 50,000 downloads per episode, and if you want to be on our shit, it's gonna be $3,500.
It's not even a 35 price they're getting. It's the fact that they're asking. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to not go down that river. Did y'all know that?
I didn't know that. But I think the thing is, like, it's one thing, and this is something I was talking to one of my mentors about. It's one thing of, like, going on the active pursuit of, like, trying to get on shows, right?
Yes.
So, like, that is something in itself versus, like, being passive and, like, people reaching out to you and being like, hey, we want you on the show, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
Like, that way you can kind of call your shots. But, like, being on active pursuit, like, yeah, you can somewhat say, like, here's my numbers and blah, blah, blah. But, like, those people can call their own shots. It's like, you want to come here.
That's true.
And I think that's the sucky part.
True.
Like,
That's true.
I think that's the sucky part of, like, doing this book stuff and things of that sort, and, like, waiting on it to come out, and, like, me being a debut author and, like, all of the things that comes along with that, right? I think there's a lot of pressure that comes along with being a debut author, because it's like, A, I want to do good. B, like, I definitely want to have another book come out and things of that sort. So, like, all of that stuff kind of goes into place of, like, a book publisher is more than likely to support a debut author who doesn't have any sales versus a debut author who came out and their book kind of flopped. Yeah. So, like, it's just a lot of things that goes along with it, and then just being like, when it comes to traditional publishing, like, 1% of the traditional publishing is black.
Jesus.
If that.
Jesus.
So you deal with all of that, and it's like, you're like this one unicorn, and, like, you're like a representation of all the other unicorns to come. Oh. Because it's like, well, if this black person ain't do that good, why should we continue to hire?
Jesus.
Or, like,
that's a lot. That's a lot of weight.
Yeah. So it's just a lot that goes along with that. And, like, yeah, we're going to do our best to make that New York Times bestsellers list. But, one of the things I'm just really understanding is all the other stuff that goes along with it.
Yeah.
I did get some good news, though. What? I will be on a popular TV show.
Okay, stop there. Don't do that now.
What?
Just pause.
I am pausing.
Okay.
I paused.
Good. Congratulations. Yes. Claps. Let them keep the celebration short.
Keep it short. Mm-hmm. And then what else is going on? Just other things, like getting ready to go to Detroit. So
yes, we are.
Y'all might not hear from us for another 2 weeks.
We can't do it in Detroit. Oh, because you don't have no equipment.
I don't know if I'm taking this equipment or not.
Oh, okay, stay tuned, y'all. It might be a couple weeks off.
It might be another 2 or 3 weeks off.
I thought Naren was going to take the equipment.
Because we're going to Detroit. My mother's having a knee replacement.
I thought you have other work to do.
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Schedule. Mom Deuce is getting a knee replacement, so y'all keep her in her prayers.
Yes.
She really looking forward to this. She really looking forward to this knee replacement because she had one maybe about on her other knee probably about 11 years ago. So now this other knee is giving her trouble. So, like, she's like, I'm ready.
Trying to get it done.
Every day she'd tell me, like, yeah, I can't remember. I remember that guy. He had just had his knee replacement 4 weeks ago. He came in there with no walker, no stroller, no nothing.
Walking like a new man.
Hey. This is going to be me. I can't wait.
Yeah.
So that way I can walk and get on the airplane. Come visit y'all. Ooh. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Come on.
Visit us.
Come visit us.
So y'all,
Gonna be on the AC too. Come on. Listen, them grandmas on the AC don't play.
So we really gonna test this knee out then.
Listen, sometimes my knee. My knee was clicking. It's healed though. I took, what's it called now?
Glucosamine?
Yeah, it's healed.
I don't know if it's healed. I think you need to do more than take glucosamine.
It's your checker.
I think you need to stretch. Do the work, beloved.
Niram's really been on my neck.
Ain't nobody on your neck. I'm trying to provide accountability. Didn't you say you want accountability?
I don't think. I said I want love and to be a kept woman.
and to be accounted for.
Okay.
That's what you said.
Did I?
Yes.
I think me and Mabel. No.
Shout out to the women who say they want to be accountable but don't want accountability.
Be careful. Be very careful. I was sending Sisterhood of No Sisters on that ass. Be careful.
You can send them. I ain't going to answer no email. You can send them all you want to.
Be careful.
I ain't gonna answer no.
We
phone
everywhere.
call.
We everywhere.
I ain't answering no.
Them
phone
sisterhood,
call.
no sisters will roll up on you.
Look, do what
You go like,
gotta
how you get here?
do. Do what you got to do.
Come on now.
I ain't answering no.
You've
email
been
or
very
no phone
particular lately with his words. Come on.
What that mean?
What I said.
What does very particular
Stop.
with my words mean?
I don't want to argue.
I don't want to argue either.
Continue.
So yeah, Mom Dukes is getting ready for this this knee replacement, which means more time in Detroit.
Why do you say it like that?
Because
I feel like we have been going to Detroit a lot though.
Detroit is like really going into my vacation fund.
Detroit is now listen, that's a word.
It's really
Detroit is busting into my vacation fund.
they're really fucking with my vacation fund. I'm trying to get this book tour together. Also, like, hey, if any of y'all want to buy 1,000 books
Listen.
for book tour, stop. Holler at your boy.
Listen, and we branded the Black Love Matters.
Yes.
Anybody want to do a Black Love Matters meetup?
Slash book tour.
Yeah. How much would be a book?
Look, buy 1,000 books.
How much would that be?
Um,
How much is the books?
the book is $18.
Listen, the tickets is $20.
Exactly.
That could be lit.
25.
Okay. Nigga changing the price.
Gotta pay for my
I'm
time.
not a black owned business. Go ahead.
I gotta pay for my time. Shit.
Come on there.
But yeah, Detroit's taking up a lot of my vacation time. I ain't been able to go nowhere else because
Except
I've been
Detroit.
in Detroit a lot of
Whenever
fucking
we
times this
blink.
year.
Yeah, whenever we blink. It is like for different things.
Yes.
And also we not just Detroit, the city. When I say Detroit, I mean for people of Detroit, right? I think of even weddings we're invited to, right? Like it's a lot of that is
Y'all taking up all my damn time.
it is eating a lot of time up. So not just family shit, like friend shit and life shit is taking up. Weddings and babies and yeah.
So yeah.
Stuff we're grateful for, but every time we try to like, oh, let's do this, we be like, dang, someone so this week. Like it's
go to
something.
Detroit.
Yeah, it's something happening every weekend.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas wearing on me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all I got.
We're not gonna talk about that BMF. When what's that killer came in with that dog like Martin? BMF. I don't know if I love it or hate it. BMF is also one of those pictures where I'm just watching it to the end, no matter how good or how bad it is. Some weeks I be rocking with BMF. Other weeks I'm like, what the fuck was that? This week was a what the fuck was that? What's his name? Kane.
Not Kane.
What's his name?
I forgot his name.
That black man, when the black boogeyman came in that church with that stuffed animal dog.
Like Martin.
I wanted to say, get 50 cents on the line. Not 50 Cent with an S. Get 50 cents. Get 50 cents and Big Meech on the phone, not Little Meech. What's his name? Lamar. When Lamar came in that church with that stuffed animal, I wanted to say, get Curtis Jackson and Big Meech on the phone. Is the Big Meech still in jail?
Yes, Big Meech.
Get him on the line. Ain't no way they approved this. Not Little Meech. Big one. Get Big Meech on the phone.
Why they have him with that plush down?
What the fuck was that?
Like Martin.
Lamar, and he gonna come and try to get the dog saved. What he thought the dog was gonna do?
Can you save him? Can you save
And shout out to Snoop Dogg, because it's me. He pulled out his peacemaker in church. And he said, oh, let me go back to my east side ways. Shout out to Detroit. Listen, people do carry weapons up in church. Listen, people carry weapons everywhere in Detroit. Don't you think you went somewhere in Detroit or the vicinity and people ain't locked and loaded? Don't you think that? What are you looking?
I was trying to find this.
Do Martin stuffed dog. That look like that little black one there. When they walked in, I was done. Also, I'm done with Lamar being the boogeyman. He does just really nasty nigga shit, and I just can't with him, and it's too much. But on the flip side, I enjoyed the episode when Monique was there, right? Like when they went to Atlanta, and I liked like the banter and the back and forth and the hustle of it. But then Lamar and Cash Down come on my screen, and they cut up together. All their scenes, they cut up to me. See, Lamar, you know I be trusting you. Nearham is literally Googling
I can't find it.
that. But for y'all who don't know how I'm talking about, Martin also had an episode where it's like a poker game.
Yes.
And he had like this dog. And it was supposed to be like a Rottweiler, but it was like a stuffed dog. And he was like dragging it around like it was a little dog. And he like sat it down and it just fell. Then he was like, sit. Like it was very much giving the dog ain't real. But I don't know how she's feeling about BMF. But I'm rocking it to the very end.
I can't believe they came with that dog.
What you mean you can't believe they came in there with that dog in that church?
Yes. And when I seen it, I said, that's that Martin dog.
A mess. Absolute
That's
mess.
that Martin dog. I enjoy BMF.
The mama gets on my nerves with that Wendy outfit. Every time she come on that screen with that Wendy's outfit, I'd be done. Also, why the daddy at the strip club?
You know why?
Why?
Because old girl got him there.
It didn't go have nerve to be judging Little Meech. I mean, Big Meech. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting who. We in the play. We ain't talking about the real family. We talking about the TV show. And then he gonna have the nerve to be looking at his son. And then gonna tell old Tangle-Eyed T, talk about, did your brother talk to you yet? What for, nasty daddy? This episode was a lot. And this is also the episode when the girls went to go see the psychic for her to tell that Tangle-Eyed T ain't care about her. Girl, we can all see it. All of us. Lala got them wrapped up. I thought she was working at a bank. Where's Lala working at?
I don't know what that place is.
And she came in and he was like, I need 2 tickets here. I said, is it a travel agent?
I don't know what the fuck they are.
What was going on in the 80s?
I have no idea. What
It's like the bodega of Detroit. I was like, you get insurance. I was like, why is he going there so much?
You get insurance, get car service, you get a flight attendant. All in one spot.
What is this place? Also, we discovered a new movie show, y'all. I don't even know if y'all want to play, because if you play, it's going to be hard. It's called From, From. I think 2 episodes you can get for free on Amazon Prime. And who playing is who you say, Dean? Remember Dean from Claws, or old boy from Henry P. I forgot how to say his last name. From
He's been in a lot of things.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm just naming the ones recent. Dean from Claws. Y'all know Dean. Niecy Nash brother was slow. Dean. Or also he played Regina Hall's counterpart point in Best Man. What is his name? Say it.
Harold.
Come on, French Creole. Come on.
Oh, I don't even know.
Come on. Spell it, Nero.
Oh, no. We're going to have Google do a pronunciation. Fuck what you heard.
Mr. Henry. Oh, wait. Nero, I'm going to let us do it. You know it's going to be a pause on that.
What are we going to say?
Oh, you know they're going to give us.
Oh, not a fucking ad.
You know they always get the internet. Can folks hear this?
Yes.
They get it. This is what we giving them before we go on vacation.
Yeah.
This is what we giving the folk.
That's what we got.
This is what we give you the best I got. Ow.
In French, Perrineau.
What? Perry, no.
In English, Perrineau.
Very new.
Perry, no.
In French, Perrineau.
Perry, no. Harold Perry, no. Howard Perry, no.
Pause. First of all, he's acting his ass off.
Harold Perry, no.
What you call him, Henry?
Howard.
God damn. Give him more respect. Come on, give him a rundown now.
So he been in Oz. He done been on Matrix.
He was in the wheelchair, yeah.
He was in 2 Matrixes. He was in
Not 2 of them. Fame.
The Best Man, Sergeant Anarchy. He was in Claws. I'm pretty sure he was in Walking Dead as well.
Yeah.
Y'all know him.
Y'all know him. When you see him, you're gonna know him. When you see him, y'all absolutely gonna see him. But he's playing his ass off. What's the basis of the show is like, it starts off with these people who are like this family.
He's in Lost too.
You done?
Yes.
It's this family who's going on vacation, and they like getting off the freeway to like make this left-hand turn to get to their next position, to their next place. But for them to get where they need to be, there's this tree that's blocking the road. So they're like, "Oh, we'll just turn around, get back on the freeway, and start over." But as they're going to turn around, they can't find the entrance of the freeway, but they find access to this town. And so when they seen the town, they kind of asked folks like where the freeway is and all that. And they was like, "Oh, you just keep following this road." They kept following this road, but it kept coming back to the town. And it keeps coming back to the town. And so what's the premise of the show is basically these people who are in like this, basically time loop or like stuck in this town. They cannot leave once they enter it. And more so at night, there are like these beings that come and try to like capture them, but they look like humans, but they're not. So at night they have to like cover their windows and do like this, have these certain pendants to protect themselves, because if they don't, these people will kill them. And it's kind of two schools of rock on it, right? So it's these people, they call it the colony house, who all live in this big house together where they're a little bit more free flowing. They kind of drinking, fucking, living their life. They got guns. Their only job is just to make sure they don't get eat up at night. But they basically just surrendered that this is where we live. We can't leave. Ain't no way out. We might as well just enjoy life what it is now, right? And then there's the other crew of people in the town that lives literally, air quote, in the town. So they live in individual houses and run the diner and stuff. And they work together as a community and look after each other. So they have more of the norms that we would consider the norms. But their goal is to find a way out and get to their home. And so you go on the journey of like learning about the town's people and different ways they've tried to get home and the intricacies of like these beings at night. It's really good. And Niram and I literally watched the first season this weekend, to the point where like you get 2 free episodes, and then you either got to buy Epix or MGM. I bought that shit. It's a 7-day free trial. I don't need 7 days.
We did it until
it was so fucking worth it, to the point where when season 2 come back, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to also like purchase whatever the network they're on and watch it. Like it's equivalent to me, like for the folks who like Evil, which is also a bomb show, you're going to love From. I would say From is more of a psychological thriller. It's been a while since I've been this invested into a show and like what's going to happen. And also they have so many cliffhangers and ways they can pivot with it that
it could be its own universe.
Yes, it could be its own universe. That's how good this is. It can be its own universe. And it's so good. And it's just been a minute since I really took time to like watch a good show like this. And also it's been a while since I'm like, yeah, I'm about to buy this. Like, of course I did for The Best Man, right? That type of stuff. But a show that I had no context over, I wasn't bought into anything. It literally, you know, after you watch a show, like, you may be interested in this. And then I was like, oh, and it just started playing. I was like, well, let me hunk around in. And I was 10 minutes in. I said, oh, shit, good. Let me tell Niram to come up. And then I was like, Niram, watch this show with me. I didn't think we was going to get past maybe the first or second one. At the end of the second one, was like, shit.
Let's get that free trial.
Let's hit the free trial. So if y'all looking for like a nice, good show, From, From, you get 2 free episodes on Amazon Prime to see if you like it, but you gonna like it. It's, again, you got to like psychological thriller, horror. You have to like that type of movie. But if you do, From is the shit.
That's good.
I agree. Close us out now.
So yeah, what a great episode. Great talking with y'all. Love is ever evolving.
Peace. We'll be back in a couple weeks. We'll keep you updated.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye.